Namaste. Welcome to Bull and Beer. How are you doing? I hope you're fine and doing well. And I'm sure listening to today's video, you will feel even better because this video can make you rich. And if you're already rich, you will become more rich. Yes, today we will talk about amazingly unique and one of my favorite small cap mutual funds. Today we will talk about this mutual fund, but before that, let's talk about happy investing. What is happy investing? I would like to request you to do some noble thing by donating or contributing some part of your profits for some noble cause, and you decide what would you like to do. It is your choice. You do anything good which makes you happy and which can make this planet a good place to live for everyone. And why we all should do something good, because that will bring good luck and prosperity to all of us and to you definitely at some point of time. Yes, now let's start today's video, and today we will talk about one of the best performing small cap mutual funds, which is Quant. Quant Small Cap Mutual Fund. Actually, it is also one of my favorite. But before we talk about Quant Small Cap Mutual Fund, let's understand what is small cap mutual funds. So as per SEBI, the companies that are ranked below 250th in terms of market capitalization are called small cap companies. Another way to understand this is companies that have market capitalization of less than 5,000 crores of rupees are considered small cap. Remember, less than 5,000 crores of rupees are considered into small cap companies. Now, let's see what is and why Quant Small Cap is one of my favorite, and why it is actually one or the best small cap mutual funds when you see long term as compared to short term. So for short term, which is 1 year, I have already told you Bandhan Small Cap is number one. But if you see 3 years or 5 years, actually it is Quant which is ranked one and gives the highest return on investment. Now, before we go 3 to 5 years, let's look at last 1 month. And if you see, Quant small cap has given 15.71, which is quite good. Actually, if you see any other mutual fund, they have not given this kind of return in 1 month. So this is doing pretty good. Look at the curve, the picture which is on the screen now, it is going up and up and up. So if you have invested a month ago, your money have already started to show you good profits and returns. Now let's look at 1 year. Actually, it is really great even for 1 year duration, because Bandhan small cap is about 75, but Quant is around 70.13. So imagine if you have invested 100 rupees, it would have become 170 by now in 1 year. So actually this is a very good mutual fund, and look at overall it is going up and up and up in the last 1 year. There are 4 dips which I have shown, and I can tell you these dips are not only for Quant small cap fund. These dips have other macro or macroeconomic reasons. And what are they, or what they could be? Like for example, one is the election result. So this year elections happened in India in 2024, and before election and after election, depending on which government will form the government, it is but obvious the sentiment in stock market sometimes is not very positive and not very strong, and market dips, especially if the government or no let's say party has got majority. Then it is very obvious that how the government will be formed, how the economy will happen, and so on. So these kind of sentiments affect the stock market, which in fact also affects the mutual fund market. Similarly, if you see, one of other dips which I personally monitored was when there was a negative news some months ago regarding one of the scams which happened. So, that has impacted the whole stock market to crash for almost a week before it started to pick again. So, these dips are not only for quant small cap, but these dips are very usual in any financial market. It happens all over, and it is part of the how financial markets are behaving. So do not worry. I think in the long term, quant small cap will give even better returns. I personally feel in the next 1 year, let's say beginning from today, it will get almost double from today's value. So it is a good and safe investment. Now, I have also given you a look at last 3 years, especially if you see last 1.5 year, it is doing very well. Actually, it is doing significantly well. The last, let's say, like before 1.5 years, it was very slow growth, but last 1.5 years it has shown tremendous growth, and that is what I believe will happen in future, because Indian economy is the fastest growing economy in the world, and there are lots of opportunities for small cap companies, and they will grow very well. Now let's look at 5 years. Actually, 5 years is the best time, for this particular mutual fund to see the returns, and it has given a return of 44.48, which is amazingly good returns. And you can see now even more clearly that how the graph has been going up. So let's say 5 years ago it was very linear, then it goes little up, then it goes even further up, and now last 1.5 years it's gone amazingly really up. So this is giving very good returns, and I can tell you small cap companies are really having a strong future because of India. If it would have been another country in Europe, I would not have said that, because the growth opportunities would not be same. But in India, small cap companies have lots of opportunities because the population is there, the demand is there, the market potential is there. So small cap companies in India will grow significantly very well, and that is why it is the right time for you to invest in small cap companies. But at this point of time, I would also like to suggest you and recommend you to do your own homework and diligence, because see, all mutual funds carry risk. Actually, any financial markets and investments carry risk. So please listen to me, but do your own homework, do your own financial planning, and then take your own decision. Because small cap gives the highest return usually, but they are also very risky. So all these markets, all these financial investments carry some risk. So you have to be careful where you would like to invest your money. And please, after doing all your homework, then only you decide where to invest and when to invest. Now, one important thing which I always suggest in all my videos: for any mutual fund, don't just go by name and looking at the graphs, but also look at the companies where your money is invested, which is called holdings. And the best thing about Quant, and one of my favorites, the reason is the holdings are very good. Actually, for Quant, the best thing is they put a big part of money in Reliance stock, and Reliance is a company which you can completely actually believe in, and it gives very good returns. And that is why Quant stocks most of the times have good returns, because the holdings they carry are very good, and one of the holdings is Reliance. Then Geo Financial, which is another company of Reliance Group. IRB Infrastructure is doing very good. HDFC Bank, actually in banking, HDFC Bank is one of the best banks in terms of returns. Actually, their stock has been one of the most significant if you see the returns they are giving. Bikaji Foods is another company which is very good. It is from consumer staples. I'm sure you must be eating some of the namkeens and saviors from Bikaji. Aegis Logistics, Housing and Urban Development, RBL, National Aluminium, Urban Limited. So actually every single company, if you look in the holdings, I have listed the major ones, the big ones. They're very strong and credible companies, and they're gonna grow massively. So imagine, even 1 year it could be more than double. So I think definitely the money where it's invested is in the safe and right set of companies. Another important thing is the sector. I always say that there are certain sectors in each economy which grow better as compared to other sectors. So see the sectors in this particular fund, and they're all very important for Indian economy: financial, energy, construction, services, healthcare, metals and mining. Every single sector is hot because again, India is a country which is growing, the population is growing, the demand is there, the supply has to be built, and these companies are where the supply is building up. So the sectors where the money is invested are all very credible, safe, and future oriented. Now I would like to show you the category average and compare to Quant. See last 1 year, 3 year and 5 year, and as I said, last 1 year is amazingly good for Quant, 70 compared to 56 category average. 3 years, 34 compared to 26, which is again very good. But look at 5 years, it is really well. If you keep your money in this particular mutual fund, it is gonna grow very good. And actually for 5 years, this particular mutual fund is ranked number 1. It has given the highest returns for 5 years duration in small cap category. Another thing, now let's do another comparison with other mutual funds in this category. So there are few good mutual funds in small cap. I have already shared a video about Bandhan small cap. I have also made a video on Mahindra Manulife small cap. The other good funds in small cap is Nippon India, Tata, Axis, and Bank of India, along with Quant. Now look at this comparison and you can clearly see from your own eyes that Quant is one of the best performing small cap mutual funds. Nippon is another one which is my favorite, and I'm going to make another video, so keep an eye to watch Nippon small cap as well. But for now, I think I would suggest you to focus on Quant small cap. At the same time, please subscribe to my channel so that you get all the updates about the new videos I am making. At the same time, also I would like to request you to please share your feedback, views and comments. I look at it, I try to reply as and when possible, but your replies, your comments are very valuable, not only for me to improve, but also for other viewers to learn from you. Because see, the idea about this particular video is to help each other, to learn from you, to give you a message, to share information with you. At the same time, the experience you have, the comments you have, please post it below this video so that other viewers can learn what you have been doing. If you have invested money in small cap, please share your view. If you have invested money in Quant small cap, please share your experience. And if you have any suggestions, please share so that we can look at it. Now let's continue, and this is really good comparison I have done for the top 3. Again, top 3 can be subjective because it depends on the duration, 1 year, 3 year or 5 year, and it is very dynamic because it keeps on changing. But let's say in terms of the return, I would say the top 3 is Bandhan small cap, second is Quant small cap or Mahindra Manulife, and the third again either Quant small cap if we are considering Mahindra Manulife at 2, and if we are considering Quant at 2, the third would be Mahindra Manulife. And see this comparison, they're going neck to neck. Actually, they're going very close to each other. I mean, at some point of time, one overtakes the other and the other one goes down, and at another point of time, other one takes up and the other one goes down. So they're all competing with each other. But again, my suggestion would be to invest in Quant small cap because I truly like this and I truly believe that it would be the best small cap going forward. Now, before we finish today's video, I would like to mention about expense ratio. For Bandhan, it was, if I'm not wrong, 0.33, and for Mahindra Manulife, it was 0.25. For Quant, it's 0.64, which is little higher as compared to the other two, but don't worry, it's not gonna make a big difference when you do any investment. Exit load is 1%, which is more or less standard if you redeem within 1 year. The other important thing, which is very, very important, is the fund manager who is managing your money. Are these the right people? Do they have the right knowledge and skills? And can you truly believe that? Would you like to trust them and would you like them to manage your money? So when I look at Quant, I came across Sanjeev Sharma, Vasav Sehgal, and Ankit Pandey. I looked at their profiles and all three looks very credible, strong and solid in terms of what they are doing. Their track record have been good and I think they are doing very good job. They are selecting the right companies and the right proportions and the right sectors where your money should be invested so you get the highest return. So thank you all my viewers for listening to me. Please remember to subscribe, like and comment so that we can learn, we can improve, we can get our viewers to chance to know from each other. But thank you so much for watching today's video. Namaste. Thank you. Good luck.